Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this new edition of the Football Forecast Show. Precisely a review of Cameroon's game of yesterday against Morocco. Cameroon was robbed at gunpoint. Robbed at gunpoint. Make no sense what a calf they try to do. If they like calf don't come with a new philosophy. Say any man will host must win. Ivory Coast host, he win. This time around, you don't come up for quarterfinals. Morocco host, he get to win. So because they get to win, they must push it for any kind of way they want them. What happened yesterday was not just a travesty of justice. It is something that is punishable. It is criminal for CAF to circumvent the rules of football and try by all possible means within their disposal or within their doing their maximum best to make sure that Morocco gets to the finals. If you host, you must not win. I think there will come a time when host nations don't have to actually participate in these competitions for us to be able to actually get to realize or see football again in an objective manner like we used to see back in the days. The current president of CAF, when he came in, we thought that he was going to be our savior. But it looks like he's even worse. He's worse than the people before. Of all the 5 games that Morocco have played, there is one constant name on all the match forms. On all the 5 games that Morocco have played, there's one constant name on all the match forms. That is the official who is in charge of orchestrating every evil to make sure that Morocco can make it to the finals. How can you look at that game yesterday and come up with anything short of 2 penalty kicks and a red card? How? How is that possible? That doesn't make any sense. It don't make no sense. It makes no sense. There is no way that you watch that game and you say the foul against Mbeumo was not a penalty. No way. It's a penalty. Even without the VAR, you don't need the VAR to even make sure that to make that determination. The second elbow on Carl Ayong, that elbow on Carl Ayong was in the box. That was in the box. That was right there on the line. That was a card and a penalty. And guess who? The same player, number 25. Guess who committed the foul again against Mbeumo? The same player, number 25. Guess who committed the same foul, that elbow that was given to Kofane? The same number 25. What was that kid still doing on the field? What was he still doing on the field? You see, if you have not been accustomed to football, let me tell you what the master plan yesterday was. Let Morocco play. When we get the ball, Morocco attempt to foul. Whether they foul or they don't foul, the ref was under the duty to make sure that he shuts down that game. He have to blow his whistle. When he blow his whistle, what happens? The opponent, they adjust. They go back to their various positions. That takes away the possibility for us to do any movement backward or forward. No, we cannot organize any game. The first 25 minutes, we were not supposed to build any play, and we didn't. We didn't. Whenever you get a ball that he was not supposed to blow, he was supposed to let the ball flow, and then he will call an advantage. If that flow doesn't materialize, he will call that foul instantly and bring the ball back. That gives time for Morocco to do what? Pull back and adjust, and then they play. When they get their own ball, he lets them play. How can you be the ref for 90 good minutes and the opponent, you don't blow any foul against them? Morocco. That is robbery at gunpoint. That is criminal. That is criminal. So what kind of Nations Cup are we running? Today, Algeria, they were eliminated. They were fighting everywhere. Why? Because they feel like they were cheated. Again, poor officiating. Why is it that the poor officiating only comes up at this point? I feel for Nigeria. I feel for Nigeria. The only advantage that Nigeria have when they're going to play against Morocco is the fact that we've talked about this corruption or this failed referee so much so that the next referee will be walking on eggshells. If not, Nigeria, we're going to get the same treatment that Cameroon that was meted to Cameroon yesterday. That is robbery at gunpoint. No way Cameroon was supposed to be eliminated yesterday. So we go home with what? A lot of comfort. We go home with our heads high. We came in with a crop of young players. No one expected that we were going to go to this level of the competition. We've gone to this level of the competition, which means we've surpassed expectations. If we've surpassed expectations, could we have done better? Yes. But why didn't we do better? Because of the referee. Not because of the coach, not because of the players, not because of our system of play, because they had a referee on a mission. That was the 007 referee yesterday. He came to execute a mission, and it was not an mission impossible. If it was mission impossible, they could have come to the US and look for this guy from California who does the Mission Impossible movies. But no, it was not Mission Impossible. It was Mission Possible. So they got a local lad to do it. How would they change a ref 24 hours? An Egyptian ref who is a northerner, who was supposed to complain that they should change the ref? Cameroon or Morocco? The original ref for the game was Egyptian, a northerner, North African. North African was supposed to handle the match. They changed. Why did they change? Because I'm positive that the amount of money that they took to the guy's bank account, the guy rejected and said no, he was going to run this game the way he's supposed to do it. He was not going to tamper with his integrity. His character was important. So they took him off, and then they came with this stupid guy from Mauritania who had nothing to do but to come with a mission to make sure that, oh, his bank account is full. He'll be suspended. Eventually, he will be suspended. When he's suspended, he will go home with a lot of money in the bank. They'll give him enough money for him to retire. But we'll go home with our broken hearts. We'll bounce back. But this is not where we're supposed to go out in this competition. No, not now. We still had things, we had a lot in our coffers. We had a lot to offer this competition going forward. But we were robbed at gunpoint. That doesn't make any sense. Come on, CAF, wake up. Wake up. There's a reason why Africa lags behind in so many things. We always say the political part of it. No, it's not just the political part of it, the technical part of it. What pains so much is not the fact that those refs are incompetent. It's the fact that they are competent enough, but they go above and beyond. They go out of their way to make sure that they rob another nation. What's the benefit? What do you benefit to go home, sit and watch the TV and realize that you rob a nation of a possibility to go and what? Become the 6-time champion. We've not been 5-time champions because someone has done us a favor. Cameroon have not been 5-time champions because someone has done them a favor. They've been able to win all their 5 championships on foreign grounds. And suddenly now, it looks like the current president of FIFA, of CAF, he have come up with a philosophy that if you host, you have to win. If you listen to his interviews, he's talking a lot about money. Oh, they have to do this so money should come in. They have to do this so that money should come in. Money should come in. So because Morocco have to move one step forward so money should come in, that is why they decided to eliminate Cameroon. I can see the pain in Eto's eyes and voice. But he just cannot say it. He cannot say the things that are on his mind. He knows exactly what has happened. He knows that we have been robbed. But his hands are tied. He cannot accuse the system of robbery. But we have been robbed. Robbed in plain sight. It's a disgrace. It's shameful. We thought Africa was making strides. But for every step that we take forward, we make 10 backward. Every step that we take forward, we make 10 backward. Morocco, have they organized a good competition? Yes. Are the fields good? Good. The facilities are good. The hotels are good. When it comes to play, do they have a good team? Yes. But was that team capable of defeating Cameroon without the help of a referee? The answer is no. Absolute no. No way. No way. So they should sit tight and be able to meet Nigeria The good thing is because we're going to talk about this so many times before the Nigerian game, Nigeria will have to face Morocco one on one without the help of the ref. But again, if the ref comes on a mission, Nigeria should be ready. Nigeria should be ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, we did not leave the tournament because we were poor. Those kids who went to this Nations Cup will be back. They'll be back in 4 years. And 4 years, that's enough time for these kids to have grown above and beyond. And they'll play mesmerizing football. The talent is there, the will is there, the heart is there, the desire is there, the support from the population and the administration is there. So I don't think there's anything that's going to stop Cameroon from winning the next championship whenever it comes up. But Mr. President of CAF, your organization, your appointment, and your refs, they leave a lot to be desired. That's the reason why Africans are behind in almost everything. Almost everything. And it has nothing to do with competency. Africans are very competent, but they always look for a way. They always look for a way. They always look for a way to rob somebody, to take advantage of somebody. The lower level, middle level, and now at the top, it's still the same thing. So, Mr. President of CAF and Mr. Referee from Mauritania, I wish you guys good luck. But when I say I wish you good luck, the truth is I wish you ill luck. I wish you guys ill luck. I wish you guys ill luck. The things that are on my mind, I don't think I can say them publicly. But I'm sure that if you watch this show, you will know that my pain is the pain of 30 million people, 30 million Cameroonians. It's okay if we were defeated. Fair. Football is supposed to be fair. It would have been okay if we were defeated. It's not okay if you're defeated because what? Somebody orchestrated and designed victory against you before you even left your house. Before you went to the field, you were already defeated. Makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. To the players who participated in this competition, I wish you all well. We should just go sit tight in our belt and come back in 4 years. Always remember in life, your hurdles do not determine you. A setback is not a setback. It is what you do with a setback that makes a difference. Stumbling blocks are not stumbling blocks. They are only opportunities for you to bring up another gear, to bring up another weapon that is in you. So let's not take this illegal defeat as if it will determine our future. And if it were to determine our future, it should only give us that desire, that determination, that tool, that weapon to come out the next time and be successful. We'll win this Nations Cup. At some point, we're going to win. With the current crop of structures that we have, a good young coach, good young talented players, but for the goalkeeper, we have a very, very excellent team. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for watching this edition of the Football Forecast Show. Do not forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so we can continue to bring you content of this magnitude. Thank you, have a blessed day, and have a pleasant weekend ahead. Joseph Dinga reporting from Washington, Football Forecast Show. Bye.